Presents himself, and then the excellent pass, and now another lay-in opportunity as the Iowa State defense breaks down there.
Jefferson gets in the paint. Momcilovic for three, buries it. Can't leave that guy alone.
Yeah, and that can't happen. That's a great job by Joshua Jefferson touching the paint. And then you see Momcilovic just relocating, fanning away at the wing to get some separation.
Here's Lipsey with the steal. Nobody out in front of him, and an easy lay-in for Tamin Lipsey.
To the rim. Okay, hand in the passing lane, tremendous positioning. Easy run out and lay in for Lipsey.
C.J. Jones poked away by Lipsey again. Torre with a 3-on-2. Lipsey high off the window.
Lipsey's hands are elite.
Torre off the hesitation, gets to the other side and lays it in with the reverse.
Keelan Torre, one of the best freshmen in the country. The go and catch, he gets downhill. Sweet reverse. Cyclones rolling early.
Jefferson with a kick out. Heisey. Jefferson straight away, three, sticks it.
Yeah, and there's the versatility of Jefferson. Thought Jones should have gave that ball up to Johnson for the lay-in.
Transition three for Heisey, he sticks it.
Heisey, they feel, can take the team to another level coming off the bench with some production on the offensive end.
Lipsey, high off the window, banks it in.
That's too easy. There was literally zero resistance right there. He almost went at half pace all the way to the basket.
8 early points for Tamin Lipsey.
See how two bodies came to him there? Buchanan committed to him early.
Found the open man, and Johnson flashing to the elbow for the mid-range jumper. I know the score may not indicate it right now, Miles, but it does feel like K-State has kind of gotten into a rhythm as of late. Heisey all the way to the basket. Well, maybe not. Lipsey, one more to Heisey. Catch and shoot. Three, he connects. They want more out of him, and they're getting more out of him in this first half.
Yeah, and Coach Otzelberger has challenged Heisey to be more aggressive, to be more assertive on the offensive end.
Already 8 off the bench for Heisey in just 6 minutes. Open look, Kostic for three, cans it. Castillo, coast to coast, and finishes.
Love seeing that from Castillo, the speed.
Shot clock down to 4. Lipsey swings it back out. Heisey for three, got another. His third already in this first half.
And he has a beautiful stroke from behind the arc.
He's already got 11. This is Jefferson spinning baseline for an easy 2.
And it's done that a lot from behind the arc for him.
When your head coach describes your green light as Steph Curry, that's when you know. Bateman hits another 3. They have stretched that lead all the way out to 24 with just over 6 to go before halftime. Haggerty curling off a screen and connects from the mid-range. Double team in that corner, throw it away. Numbers for Iowa State. Momcilovic all the way to the cup and scoops it in. Points a lot for the Cyclones.
Well, you see, every time it goes to the baseline or the corner, Cyclones are going to send 2 bodies. They're going to trap that thing hard, and they're so big across that, okay? Because he's so dynamic with the ball in his hands, being able to create his own shot, whether it's at the rim or from the three-point line.
Here's Lipsey, stop and pop in transition, buries the 3.
Obviously, he had the cramping issue in the second half, but Darren Peterson, I hear a lot of comps out there about him, and I'm not the best, has been elite so far in this first half.
Haggerty weaving his way around Lipsey. Mid-range jumper, no tap-in, goes for Buka.
Really fun to see, and I love that Coach Otzelberger utilizes him in so many different spots on the floor.
Haggerty on a catch and shoot with the shot clock winding down. He sticks the 3. They're going to need a lot from him in this second half.
His hand down, and Haggerty doesn't need much space to get that shot off.
Lipsey gets downhill, feeds Buchanan, who tried to put a man on a poster, but it was blocked instead by Buka. Transition 3, it goes. David Castillo.
And Buka's hurt. He needs to come out of the game. Well, Buka right there being big in the paint, and there he goes to challenge that. And you're missing these guys that are, it's nearly 30 points per game. just sitting there in street clothes tonight. So if you're Jerome Tang, you're just trying to piece it together really day by day, game by game. Basketball school, and they won the national championship. And Nebraska is known as the football school, right? And now they are legitimate national title contenders on the hardwood.
Long miss from Momcilovic, and Haggerty the other way, slicing through 2 defenders, and he lays it in.
How good has he been in transition tonight? That's like the 3rd or 4th time where he just gets downhill. And I'm not saying he's not the best athlete on the floor, but a scorer, he's creative with his finishes. Either hand, either foot.
Well, the way Iowa State's defending him in the half court, he's probably saying, forget about that. I don't want any half court offense. Give me buckets in transition.
But there's the balance we're talking about. He didn't force the action. He drew 2 defenders, made the right play to Castillo.
Momcilovic connects on a 3. Side. Jefferson went spilling to the ground. K-State's got numbers. Johnson with a lead to Haggerty. 11 points in the second half for P.J. Haggerty.
And maybe he's going to get that green light that Momcilovic has as his career goes on. And if he can do that, boy, he's going to be special.
26 made field goals. 23 of them have been assisted on. That is just a remarkable number. One more pass. Momcilovic for 3. Cans it. Haggerty crosses over into the paint.
That's great ball movement, too.
Haggerty gets it back. Won't get the bounce on the 3. Jefferson's there to clear the rebounds. Lipsy goes right at Castillo and banks it in.
He's so physical. He was the MAC Player of the Year last year and the Defensive Player of the Year. Bonzi Wells, one of the only other guys that's ever done that. And look at that horns to the fade action. Good execution there.
Rather 16th time this season for Iowa State. Torrey the offensive rebounds. Here's Jefferson, wide open lane to the basket and an easy 2.
Yeah, Momcilovic actually should have thrown that ball to Killian Torrey for an easy layup. Jefferson, they just happened to get the offensive rebound, and a good finish by Jefferson.
I know you think Jefferson is not getting near the recognition that he should for National Player of the Year. Torrey out in front of the pack with the hammer.
Well, Jefferson does so many things for a top 10 team in the country on a nightly basis. In Torrey, who's just a ball hawk defensively, okay? If you're loose with the ball, he has these elite hands, these long arms, but also because Iowa State has weapons on the floor. It's still, no matter what, if you want to like guard Momcilovic, like Jefferson is a threat, Lipsy's a threat. Like these guys are so good and so balanced.
A 3rd chance for Iowa State, and Jefferson. Oh, there's a poster.
Slam to cap off a great afternoon of hoops for the Cyclones basketball.
It's a good final play to have before checking out for the day. Kostic, great 3-point shooter, and he drills it. Nelson working off the screen. Swings it back out, open look. Eric Mulder cans the 3.
In everything that they did on the offensive and defensive end, and a great performance by a team that is a legit national title contender.